Welcome back, my readers. Today we are going to work on words with similar endings. Let's begin. This ending is very common. It only has 2 letters. The first letter is, do you know? A. And A sounds like when he got a bad haircut. Ah! Our second letter is N. And N sounds like the motorcycle. Na-na-na. Let's roll our sounds together. Ah! N. An. An. Every time a word has an an ending, I'm going to put this yellow squiggle there so you remember. Like in this word, we already know an is going to say an, and then we add this d sound, d. And. D. And. Okay, it's time to start our stories. If you want to pause the video and try on your own first, go for it. Our first word starts with the letter D. And D sounds like the angry big sister. Duh. Now we see our yellow squiggle under the A and the N. And we know that that says An. Let's roll our sounds together. Duh. An. Duh-an. Dan. Our next word starts with the letter I. And I says, like stepping in poop. Eh. Our next letter is S. And it sounds like the snake. Roll the sounds together. I. S. Is. Our next letter is A, and it says its name. A. Our last word starts with what letter? M. And M sounds like eating a delicious cookie. Mmm. There's our yellow squiggle under A and N. We know it says An. Roll the sounds together. An. Man. Man. Let's read the page together. Dan is a man. Pause the video and try to do this page on your own now. Let's check your work. Let's do it together. Our first word starts with D, and D says duh. There's our similar ending again. A-N, an. Roll it together. Duh. An. Dan. Our next word starts with the letter D. D says duh. Our next letter is R. R sounds like the heavy weight. Do you know this letter? I. And I is saying its name. I. Our next letter is V. And V sounds like the zipper. V. Oh, look. There's silent E. He's not saying anything. Our last letter is S. And it sounds like the snake. S. Let's roll it all together. Duh. R. I. V. S. D. R. Ives. Drives. This one's easy. It's saying its name. A. Last word on the page. What letter is this? V. And V sounds like the zipper. V. Hey, look, it's our similar ending again. A-N. An. Let's put it all together. V. An. V. An. Van. Let's read the page. Dan drives. A, van. I'm going to teach you a new word, but it has a new sound also. When T and H are together, they sound like when paper gets ripped. Th. The last letter is E, saying its name. Th. E, th, E, the. Our TH combo will be marked by the ripped paper and the purple dots. Let's start our next page. You will see and endings and TH. Th. I think you know his name by now. Sound it out on your own. Dan. Our next word starts with the letter T, and it sounds like the ticking clock. T. Now we see the ending AN, An. Our last letter is S, like the snake. S. Let's roll our sounds together. T. An. S. T. Ans. Tans. Our next word starts with the letter I, and this I is saying eh. Our next letter is N, like the motorcycle. Na. Let's put your sounds together. Eh, n, in. Hey, look, here's a TH word again, like the ripping paper. Th. Our last letter is E, and it's saying its name. E. Roll it together. Th. E. The. Last word on this page. Our first letter is S, like the snake. S. Our next letter is U, like the boy with the sick stomach. Ugh. Our last letter is N, like the motorcycle. Na. Let's roll our sounds together. S. Ugh. N. S. N. Sun. Let's read the page together. Dan. Tans. In. The. Sun. Pause the video and try this page on your own first. I know you know this first word. Sound it out yourself. Then we will go over it together. Dan. This one is and with a D at the end. And. Our next word starts with the letter H. And H sounds like when you warm your hands up with your mouth. Our next letter is I. And it sounds like eh. Our last letter is S. And it sounds like the snake. S. Roll your sounds together. Eh. S. Is. His. Our next word starts with the letter G. And G sounds like the man drinking. G. Our next letter is R. And it sounds like picking up a heavy weight. Hey, look, it's the AN ending. An. Roll together. G. An. G. An. Gran. The first letter is P. It sounds like the puffing train. P. Our next letter is L, like the waitress with her headphones on, singing la la la. Our next letter is saying its name. A. Our last letter is Y, like the Karate Kid. Yeah. Let's roll it together. P, L, A, Y, P, L, A, Y, play. Our next letter is I, and it says I. This letter is N, like the motorcycle. N. Let's roll it together. I, N, I, N, in. Wow, do you remember this word? If not, let's sound it out together. TH sounds like the ripping paper. Th. Our last letter is saying its name. E. Th. E. Th. E. The. Our last word on the page starts with S. And S sounds like the snake. S. And there's our common ending again. A-N-D. And. Put it together. S. And. S. And. Sand. Let's read the page. Dan. And. His. Gran. Play. In. The. Sand. It's that time again. Pause the video and try it on your own first. I know you know this first word. Sound it out on your own. Dan. Our next word starts with the letter P. And P says P. Our next letter is L. And it says L. Our next letter is saying its name. A. This letter is Y. And it says Y. Our last letter is S. S. Let's put our sounds together. P. L. A. Y. S. P. L. A. S. Plays. Our next word starts with the letter I. And it says I. Our next letter is N. N. I. N. I. N. In. This word is only one letter saying its name. A. Our first letter is B. And it says B, 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 like the fish blowing bubbles. And there's the common ending, A-N-D. And. Let's put the two sounds together. B. And. Band. Let's read the page out loud together. Dan plays. In. A. Band. Awesome job, my readers. I will see you next time. Bye.